The Sunrise Interview is sponsored by Elk Valley Casino, Crescent City.
Welcome back. Now joining us this morning is Rob Holmbeck, the manager for the Jackson County Expo, to tell us about some new fun that can be had at the Expo. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning.
Now I know you have a lot of events that people are really familiar with, but you have a new one that has my name-o all over it. That's bingo.
Yeah, that's
Can you tell us a bit about it?
Oh, well, we started bingo last month. It was a bigger hit than we expected. We had 170 people show up and had played different bingo games, different styles of bingo games, whether it was blackout, we did some railroad tracks, and I didn't realize there was so many different kinds of bingo.
Wow, that is advanced.
Yes.
So I understand some of the proceeds do go to youth programs at the Expo.
Yes.
Can you just tell us a bit about that?
Well, some of the stuff that the Expo does, our mission is to support the youth and agriculture in the Valley. And so what we do is there's youth groups that come in and use the facility for a less rate or even a free rate, and that helps us offset some of those costs.
Gotcha. So what are some of those programs that you guys are helping out?
Well, right now, like 4 nights a week, we have the high school equestrians coming in and using the barns. Some of them are, well, they'll trade, they'll come do some cleanup projects or stuff for us. And sometimes it's like they need to pay, but we also give it to them at a great discount.
Yeah, and so how does connecting those youth programs help connect the community?
Well, I think it's important. I think the best thing that I like about 4-H and FFA is that it's teaching the next set of leaders in the community. They thrive on leadership and teaching those kids how to be leaders in their organizations.
That's amazing. And so what do you think a facility like yours should be having within the community?
Well, I think the Expo is a great place to be the center of what happens for entertainment in the Valley. We have the facility for it. We have some great buildings that people can use for different events, from monster trucks to home show to sportsman show.
Wow, and those are that's like a variety of events.
Yes.
That's such a cool amount of events. So what is your favorite part of managing the Expo?
I think I'm a people watcher. So I have a great time just we work our tails off getting ready for an event, but then you get to sit back and watch people have a great time. And that's what's fun.
Yeah.
That's what makes it a lot of fun.
Being able to see your community come out and just all come together. Yeah.
Yep.
So, the Jackson County Fair has been announced. The dates have been announced. What can you tell us ahead of that?
Well, our concerts are all booked. I'm waiting for final approval before I can announce them. Sorry, can't do that. But we are adding some new things this year. We're adding some more grounds acts, more things for families to do while they're at the fair. We have a new science project coming in for kids in science. We're moving the carnival around a little bit this year, creating a little kids zone more so the smaller kids have their own little area. So there'll be some great changes.
Those sound like some great changes, something that everyone should look forward to. And
Yes.
Rob, is there anything else you'd like to tell us this morning before we say goodbye to you?
Well, I think, this is the season. We're just getting ready to kick off our busy season. Come right after the first of the year with Challenge of Champions. They bring in their season finale every year to the Expo, and it'll be a great show to kick it off, and then we follow it right behind it with the home show.
Yeah. What is Challenge of Champions?
Challenge of Champions is Jason Maddox does a 20-event bull riding circuit, and he hosts his finals here at the Expo.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys heard it here first. There are a lot of things happening at the Expo, and like I said, you can see bingo with my name-o all over
That's
it.
right.
Thank you for joining us this morning. The Jackson County Expo, home to the fair, countless concerts, and the rodeo, and now bingo. Join them at the Expo for the Ugly Sweater Night Bingo on Monday, December 16th at 6 p.m. There are monthly games scheduled all the way through to the fair. Now, each game features a prize of at least $75 in value. For more information about bingo or any other events coming up at the Expo, visit theexpo.com. Rob, thank you again so much for coming here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
All right.
We'll be right back.